Good morning, students, and welcome you all to Zenith Academy Online. Myself, Irfan Jaipuri, teacher for Social Science and Social Studies at Zenith Academy. From today, we're going to starting a series of YouTube videos for Class 5 CBSE Board History subjects. I have just put some of the logos, GIFs out here so that all you students can get into the groove of learning history. History is a fantastic subject. So let's try and make it very interesting. So we're going to start with chapter 1, globes, latitudes and longitudes, class 5 CBSE board. Okay, before we go to globe, let's understand our own mother earth. Okay, here there's a small video of earth revolving. It's the third nearest planet to sun, fifth largest planet in the solar system. It has air and water. Air has life supporting gases like oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide. Hence, Earth is a very unique planet in the solar system. Now, students, if you see the Earth from outside, from the space of right now when you're looking at this Earth, it looks complete blue. It looks like a blue planet. Hence, it is also called a blue planet. Why? Because 2/3 of Earth is covered by water. So that's a very interesting fact. I just love looking the earth, how it revolves. So let's move forward. So we're going to study about globe. Now what is a globe? Globe is a miniature model of our earth. Globes come in various sizes, small, big. There are even balloons which you can inflate and make it a globe. Most of you students, if you go to your own school, once this pandemic gets over and you go back to your schools, you'll find globe in your teacher's room, classroom, or in your labs. Okay, on a globe, countries sizes, continent sizes, ocean sizes are accurately mentioned in their proper dimension, depending upon how big the globe is. So let's understand more about globe. How to locate a place on a globe? Need certain points of reference and lines to find out the location of places. So you need certain lines, certain point of references to find out the exact location on the globe. So there is a needle which is fixed through in the middle and makes the globe a tilted manner. It is called axis. So student, this is the axis. Okay. So let me just enlarge this if I can. So students, this is the axis on which the globe is placed and it is in a tilted position. Let me show you. This is called South Pole and this is called North Pole. The globe is an exact replica of the Earth. However, there is one major difference between globe and the Earth. Earth does not have this axis. It's just an imaginary line on which the Earth revolves. So, I wanted to make you understand about what is an axis. So, let's move forward. Now let's look at what is equator. An equator is the imaginary line that divides the earth into two equal parts and it is known as equator. So this is the equator. Now if you see, it divides the globe or the earth into two equal parts. The upper part is called northern hemisphere. The southern part is called southern hemisphere. So please remember students, north hemisphere, south hemisphere. And it's an imaginary line that divides the earth into two equal parts is called equator. Let's move forward. It brings us to the next topic. So let's come to the next topic, which is called the latitudes. Now what is latitude? The lines that run parallel to the equator are called latitude. So students, this is a latitude. Any line that runs parallel to the equator is also called latitude. So this is a latitude. Equator is the longest latitude. It is also called the Great Circle. The latitudes are marked in degrees. So how the latitudes are marked in degree. Equator is marked as 0 degree. Other latitudes on either side of the equator are marked between 0 degree and 90 degrees. So this is latitude. Let's study a little more about latitudes. So latitudes on the north of the equator are called north, and on the south is S, which is south. Latitude of the North Pole is 90 degrees north. So this is latitude of the North Pole is 90 degree north. This is how you write. And latitude of the South Pole is 90 degree south. So this is south. So here it is 90 degree south. Now students, depending upon the equator and the poles, there are 4 major latitudes. First is Tropic of Cancer. Here is Tropic of Cancer. It is 23.5 degree north. Second is Tropic of Capricorn. Here is Tropic of Capricorn. It is 23.5 degree south. Then there is Arctic Circle, which is 66.5 degree north. So here students, you can see the Arctic Circle. And the Antarctic Circle, which is 66.5 degree south. So here is the Antarctic Circle, which is 66.5 degree south. So these are latitude lines which run parallel to the equator, including the equator, are called latitudes. The lines that run vertically through the poles are called longitudes or meridians. So students, can you see this? Line which runs vertically through the poles are called longitudes. So let me erase this. Here is they run through the poles. Longitudes are not parallel, they are equal in length. So they are not parallel, but they are equal in length. All these longitudes, they start from this pole, they come to this pole. Okay? But they are equal in length. Meridian which passes through British Royal Observatory is called prime meridian. So this is the meridian, because longitudes are also called as meridians. So this longitude which passes through the British Royal Observatory location is called prime meridian. And it is marked as 0 degrees. Even longitudes are measured in 0 degrees. From this line we can count 180 degrees eastward and 180 degree westward. So this is what we can count: 180 degrees eastward and 180 degrees westward. This is how you calculate. There are 360 longitudes in all. So in total, the globe has 360 longitudes. So let's look at again. The lines that run vertically through the poles are called longitudes, or it is also called meridians. They meet at poles and are also numbered in degrees. Longitudes are not parallel. They are equal in length. Difficult to number longitudes or meridians. Meridian which pass through British Royal Observatory is called prime meridian. From this line we can count 180 degree eastward, 180 degree westward. There are total 360 longitudes in all. So this is all about longitudes. Now we come to the last topic of the chapter, which is called grid. Now let me explain you what is a grid. Latitudes and longitudes on the globe intersect each other at right angles. The network which is formed out of this intersection is called grid. So let me explain you. A latitude and a longitude intersect each other at 90 degrees. Now the network which is formed, can you see the network here of latitudes and longitudes intersecting each other, is called a grid. it actually helps us to locate a place on a globe or earth. That is very important. Now you students understood what is why are longitudes and latitudes used for? It is used to locate places, destination, spots on a globe. For example, latitude of Mumbai is 19 degree north. So latitude of Mumbai is somewhere here. It is 19 degree north. This is the latitude. And longitude is 73 degree east. So this is the longitude somewhere here. And wherever it intersects, that's the location. In this case, it is the location of our city, or the city that I come from is Mumbai. So let us go through quickly about all these points. Latitudes and longitudes on the globe intersect each other at right angles. The network which is formed is called grid. It is very useful to locate destination and places on the globe. We took an example of Mumbai here, 19 degrees north and 73 degrees east. So this is all about grid. So students, we studied about latitudes, we studied about longitudes, we studied about grid, we studied about the globe. So that is all the major topics in this chapter. But we have some interesting, let's look at some interesting things going forward. I wanted to bring to your highlights two important personalities that history has given us, who have helped us shape the geographical study of our planet. First one was Nicholas Copernicus. He was born in 1473 and died in 1547. He was the first to suggest, very first person to suggest that the earth is round and sun is the most important part in the solar system. So the credit goes to Mr. Nicholas Copernicus. And similarly, Mr. Ferdinand Magellan. I've read many stories about him. There are some fantastic serials also on him on television. He took 277 men. He was an explorer. He took 277 men and then he went on an exploration trip on a ship in 1519. He came back with only 19 men. But what he came back was that from the point from where he started, in Italy he started, he completed his entire exploration, he came back to the same location. That very clearly says, tells us that the earth is round in nature. Because at that point of time there were many theories and from scientists, from religious leaders that earth is flat. So these two gentlemen personalities play a very important role in our studies today. So let's look at some very important points to remember in this chapter. Globe, a small model of the earth. Latitudes, lines that run horizontally on the earth. Longitude, lines that run vertically on the earth. Equator, the line that divides the earth into two equal parts. Equator is also called the longest latitude. 180 meridian is also called the international date line, the Greenwich meridian. This is also called as the international date line. Grid, network of latitudes and longitudes, which we studied the last topic. The network of longitudes and latitude is called grid. Students, the next two slides is not part of your syllabus, but as an academy, we wanted more students. We wanted students to know more about general knowledge. So today we're going to talk about first personality is Leonardo da Vinci, considered to be one of the topmost scientists the world has ever seen. He did not receive any formal education. Hence, what he did was even more extraordinary. He was ambidextrous, which means he could use both the hands. He was a marine engineer. Now, what are the inventions that goes to his credit? Tank, parachute, helicopter, aeroplane. He was one of the most fantastic painters that the world has also seen. Mona Lisa, the painting in France, goes credit to him. So he is I think the best scientist the world has ever seen. And he also invented the diving equipment. The diving equipment that people wear today to do scuba diving also goes credit to him. So students, just wanted to give you a little idea about who Mr. Leonardo da Vinci is or was. And students, if you let's make it a little more interesting. If you know this answer, who is this explorer? We have given you a cartoon figure here. If you know this man, please mention in the comment, give your answers, and let's see who gets it right. So students, this was all about globe, latitudes and longitude. If you like our video, please subscribe to our channel. Do not forget to press the bell icon, and also do not forget to share it across all the students in your school, your friends, your social circle. Till we meet again with the next chapter of this subject, keep the learning on. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.